Heyo, welcome to OmniBros Live, where you are going to spend the next hour in a relaxed atmosphere, just chilling out with two OmniBros who are just over it.
Just over it.
I'm Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault, and we have Ryley, the Omnibus collector himself.
What are we over?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm apparently over it.
You are. I know you are.
I don't know what I'm over though.
Everything, man. It's time to just relax, enjoy comic books, just settle in for the winter because the quarantine is coming. And if you're against the quarantine and you want to go out there into the world, you go do what you want to do, man. I'm chill about that. I just know that I was supposed to be out to dinner with friends tonight, and my daughter said no. And apparently we are under daughter-sanctioned quarantine from now until the vaccine.
Which should be like April is what I'm hearing. So just a little bit over a year worth of quarantine, pandemic, lockdown, whatever you want to call that.
Which is okay with me. I love staying home. I don't have to deal with
it. My wife has gotten really stir crazy at points, and I have been absolutely cool. I have been like living my best life, being in a job now where I don't have to go anywhere. Like I wake up a few minutes before 7. I get dressed. I go upstairs with my slippers on and log on my computer, and that's it. And then I'm up and I'm going, and then I'm there for 10 hours just at my computer. Sometimes I don't take a shower until like 7 p.m. or something. I'm just like,
Man, that is a chill attitude.
Dude, yeah. And if I'm caught up with my work, then I can just, sit back. Like today I was pretty caught up, so I was watching some TV while I was working. I was trying to wrap up I know people have opinions about it, but the 4th season, the final season of Preacher from AMC.
I haven't seen any of it.
It's very different. Like it's like you took the comic and you like chopped it up and then just reassembled it in the wrong order, but it's still made sure that it made sense narratively. It's weird, but it's like at the same time enjoyable because I'm not watching the same thing that I've already read before, so it's still giving me new things to experience. So it's fun. Like it's not bad. I wouldn't say that it's bad personally. I wouldn't. I know a lot of people are not down with it, but for me, it's like if you're going to do an adaptation, as long as you keep the core of what that thing is, I'm not going to be upset if you change some stuff. Because I want to be surprised. I want to like have a reason. That's why, and this doesn't really apply for you, but like that's why I don't watch a lot of anime that's based on manga, especially ones that I've read, because they adapt it directly, and I wind up not being like I've tried. It's not for a lack of trying. I've tried to, but I'm like I've already seen what happens. I already know what's going to happen. Usually, the voices are not good enough for me, or like the animation is okay, but I prefer the original art. So that's kind of what I don't like that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm wrapping it up. I think I have 2 more episodes left of that, and then I don't know what I'll watch afterwards. Probably some cartoons or something.
Well, I've just been reading books in my chill attitude. Many of those books I've gotten from InStockTrades.com. IST is their known, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. At the end of every month, they give us a $50 gift card to give away to viewers like you. And you can enter from anywhere around the world. You just have to pay for shipping, but you can spend that $50 at IST and order $50 or more worth of books at IST. You get in the United States, you get free shipping. I bet that's paid off for a lot of people during these Omnigeddons and Omnipocalypse and Omni Twisters and everything. So that's been a blessing. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
And Jess, I mentioned this yesterday when I was doing a show with Omar, but they changed their site, and everyone's noticed. Everyone has their opinions. Anything that's not working correctly, please, I said this yesterday, send a constructively critical message to them, to their customer service email, to let them know, because they want to know everything. They've already run into problems where certain things were not loading correctly, like the 2% wasn't added on for the discount, the loyalty, issues where people couldn't change their address properly, issues where certain things were being charged that shouldn't. So it's something that I wish it wasn't like this, but it's really a trial and error type thing. And they are looking to improve everything as they go forward with this new layout. And I know that one of the big things that they were trying to improve is the search engine. And they've gotten a lot of feedback on that as well. They got feedback about, I was asked, like, did you ever use the advanced search function on IST?
There's an advanced search function?
There was, and then I guess I don't know if it's back now, but they removed it. But I was asked if I ever used it, and I was like, I never used it myself, but apparently a lot of people did.
I didn't even know it existed.
You can go in. Maybe that was why the search was so funky before, but you go in there and you can put in certain publisher and filter it by that, or filter it with putting in the author's name or something like that, and then it would give you better, more succinct results and stuff. So like I said, just send an email, let them know, hey, I noticed this, you should do this. I noticed this, you should do this. And then they send it out to the programmer so that he can work on that. Just a message passing through.
Tilar Blunt is in the chat, and he's wondering your hoodie. Where did you get your hoodie? What is it? The Super Nintendo?
This was from my local Target boutique.
Ah.
Yeah, the Target. I went in a few months ago and randomly saw it, and I was like, that's mine. It was $25 for a nice hoodie.
Very nice. And thank you for the compliment. Somebody complimented me. Comic Classic loves my Super Pets shirt.
Does that horse have a specific name?
Oh my goodness, yes. Comet.
This is what I get for not reading Silver Age.
This is Comet, and the dog is Crypto, and I think Streaky the cat is in there. But Beppo the monkey is not in there. And neither is Proddy, which was this protoplasmy thing that could form itself into objects. But those were the Super Pets.
Well.
Now you know.
I knew Crypto and Streaky, and I've heard Beppo, but I didn't know Comet, and I definitely didn't know Proddy.
Yeah. Let's see. I had a good experience with IST customer service today, because it has been exactly a year since I've been waiting for the Gail Simone signed Omnibus of Red Sonja. And a year is kind of my mark. I'm a patient guy, but I'm not going to wait longer than And so I wrote to Emily and I said, I surrender. I don't want this thing signed anymore. Please cancel it. It was with Tales of Wonder, actually, from a year ago. And I doubt it, but is there any chance there are any books left? Because that book came out a year ago, but I don't even know who carried it. It was marketed weird and distributed weirdly, and not only did she cancel it properly and quickly, she found me a copy and put it in my order since it's already been paid for. So it's on its way.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'll just find Gail Simone at a con in the next 2 years and I'll have her sign it. So that's customer service, man.
Well, I've had mine up there somewhere for about a year now.
Yeah, you jerk.
I haven't read it yet, but it's also not signed, so I didn't order the signed version though. I just got the cheap one because I've never read it. I've never read any Red Sonja actually, so I was like, I like Gail Simone. I'll go ahead and try it out. I've heard some good things.
Yeah. Well, it was so easy to get it signed. It was like there's a regular price and a signed price. And I said, I'll just get it signed. That's cool. And then they sort of forgot to send him to Gail Simone to get her to sign him. And
so did Dynamite do that? The Dynamite didn't send it to get signed, and then they just distributed without.
Yeah,
signatures?
not to throw Dynamite under the bus, but yes. Yeah.
Well,
and I don't know if they got sent back to her to sign or not. At this point, I just want my Red Sonja because I like Gail Simone and I like Red Sonja and I wanted to read it. So the fabulous Emily made it happen, which was my point.
The whole point in all of this.
T-Lar Blue wants that hoodie so bad he's going to Target tomorrow. That is pretty impressive because it gets a lot to make him leave the house and risk his life.
Yeah, you be careful out there, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are I'll probably be at a Target or a Best Buy tomorrow because I was going to say a lot of people are getting their new consoles set up, their PlayStations and the Xboxes and all that jazz, and we're just sitting here with Nintendo Switch, I guess.
And a PS4 that I have 5 games that I haven't played yet on it.
Oh, just 5? I have so many games that I haven't touched or like we've played just a little bit of. But I'm going to be getting Spider-Man, the Miles Morales one tomorrow. We'll be picking that up. I'll be picking it up. I have to go take the car in for an oil change, and I told my wife I'd probably swing by and then have it so that throughout the weekend, that'll be our thing that we do. Aside from her brother is coming out it was his birthday on Tuesday. And so Saturday, I think he's coming with all the nieces and nephews. And apparently he bought some Ninja Turtles costumes.
Is he the brother that is the action figure expert?
Yeah, he's the figure dude.
Yeah.
So he bought some, because he's really big into the Turtles. He's the reason why I know all the stuff about the Super 7 Turtles. He bought Ninja Turtle costumes from Spirit Halloween because his fiance was doing like a part-time gig at Spirit just to get some extra cash. And so on the 1st of November, when they're like shutting everything down, she had like an employee discount plus like the super discounted, end of the season discount. So he bought a bunch of turtle costumes and he texted me and he's like, yo, are you down to wear a turtle costume on Saturday when I come over? And I was like, what? I guess. Sure. I'm calling Leonardo. So yeah, that's happening. I don't know what else though, but yeah, aside from that, the weekend will be Spider-Man, and then I'm going to try and catch up on some reading because I've got a very daunting stack of new release manga that's all just sitting to the side here. Like there's 30 volumes there. There's like 7 volumes coming.
30 volumes?
Yeah, it's not optimal. I've been so busy with work. I haven't had a chance to sit down, and I was like however many weeks behind on single issue reading as well. And I just caught up on I read like 100 something issues in the past few days. And now I've got another like 40 that I need to read. So it's cool when you get to read like 10 chapters of Sword of X or X of Swords all at once. But it's really daunting. And sometimes it's like, it's so much that I'm just like, I'm just going to sit down and not read because it's too much to think about, and then you just put yourself into a further hole. Did you happen to get, speaking of reading and holes and shit, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but did you get were you able to find the Power Rangers hardcover?
I have it, yeah. It came in like Tuesday or Monday.
You got it? Got it? Damn.
Yeah, let me show you how great Amazon's shipping is, even though they're not our sponsor.
Are you being facetious, or was it
I am
actually
not,
good?
because I have never, ever had a problem with Amazon shipping.
Well, T-Lar did.
Oh yeah, T-Lar got burnt badly. This
So
thing
yours,
fine.
yours is pretty.
Mine's
Yeah,
what?
I said yours is pretty. Mine, I ordered it shipped yesterday, but I ordered it off a third party on Amazon. As soon as I was informed what happened, that Boom sold out to the book market and a lot of shops weren't able to get them.
Right.
IST got approximately 0 copies. And by approximately, I mean literally. So I was like, all right, well, let's see what I can find. And I went on to Amazon, and they had 1 copy, and it was like $34 or something like that. And I was like, oh, I like that price. So I clicked on it, and as I was buying, I remembered that I had not put my new credit card on Amazon yet. I was like, ah. So I had to go and put my information in there for the new card. By the time I did it, it had sold. And it was only 1 copy. I was like, damn it. So then, like, I was, kicking rocks, punching sand, flying a kite, came back around to it a few minutes later. And, later in the day, I opened my phone again and I looked, and it was still in my cart. And before it had said, like, this isn't available, but it was in my cart and it was available again. And so I went ahead and ordered it, and for that amount. And one of my friends, he texted me and he's like, hey, since they're not getting it, I got it here. And what up, Omar? So I looked and I was like, oh, that's the same one that I bought it from. And so I think that this store was just like loading one at a time. And they just list one and then it'd sell. And they list another one and then it'd sell. So I wound up getting that, and they shipped it yesterday. So it should be arriving next week. But the one I'm currently waiting on is my my She-Hulk that I bought from Barnes and Noble. Hasn't shipped yet.
I'm waiting for that too. I got it from Barnes and Noble.
So knock on wood, that one winds up coming through, because I obviously went the cheap route on that one. Got that $40 book, and I was going to say I have a She-Hulk sized hole in my collection, but I don't. I actually don't have room. I'm going to have to move stuff. But you can see my She-Hulk section, though. It would be right here if I had it. And then here's the like follow-up books from Peter David, and then a couple of other She-Hulk things. That modern She-Hulk. You gotta have the She-Hulk love.
Yeah. There's some people in the chat that I wanted to thank for their nice words. Let's see. Omar Reyes, great throwback video today. Thank you, Omar. I appreciate that. You got to see young Omnidog with his black hair. And Matt Miranda said Jess's video had me craving cereal all day. And this is the best one, because the answer is yes. Jess, please tell me you still have that bathrobe and wear it every morning as you chomp down on cereal. At the end of the show, the guy was displaying all his cereal collectibles and premiums and stuff. And as the cameras were rolling, I just put on my bathrobe, and I had milk with us, and we just had bowls of cereal as the credits were rolling. I'll have to look at the video because I can't remember now what we had, but we were eating cereal, and I do still have that robe. And that was a fun episode. He was a good guy. This was 30 years ago. I have absolutely no idea what happened to any of them. Some Quake cereal and some yeah, he was a big freakazoid, freakies. But he talked about Quisp. I know you can still get Quisp in Chicago. So if you go on eBay and look for Quisp cereal, it shouldn't be too bad, like $5 a box, and they they get it to you from Chicago. That's the only place they still distribute it, and it tastes just like how I remember it.
What cereal is your favorite to eat?
I don't really eat it anymore. But are you talking about those Captain Crunch type cereals and stuff?
Anything. I mean, for me, like, I was never really big on the sugary stuff. If I got a sugary cereal, it was my favorite would be Reese's Puffs, because I love Reese's candy. But
Yeah.
I mean, my wife thought I was really lame for this until she tried it, and she was like, "Oh, damn, that's good." But the Honey Bunches of Oats,
Oh yeah, those are good.
really good. But she thought, because I also am a big fan of Raisin Bran Crunch. I really like Raisin Bran Crunch.
That's good.
And so she kind of associated that because it's another granola type thing. And she does not like Raisin Bran at all. So she was making fun of me. And I'm like, no, you need to try Honey Bunches of Oats because that shit is off the chain. So like any type, sugary cereal, iconic cereals.
Yep, I know
Brand cereal.
I know exactly what my answer is going to be. I did not get it this year, and I'm sorry about that. But I've had it every year for the past because it was Third Eye Comics that told me it was being released back in 2008 when I first started going there, and that is the Halloween cereals: Count Chocula, Blueberry, and Frankenberry. I love all those, and so every Halloween, this is the first Halloween I haven't gotten them, but one Halloween, that was one of the great moments of my life because they re-released Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy, and those flavors kicked ass. Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute were so good.
What's Yummy Mummy flavor?
What's that?
What flavor is Yummy Mummy?
That was orange with orange marshmallows, and Fruit Brute was fruity.
So like an orange dreamsicle, but cereal form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Blueberry is berry, and then Frankenberry like a strawberry. So Blueberry is like a blueberry or whatever.
Blueberry-ish, yeah.
Count Chocula though is available year round, isn't he?
I only see those cereals at Halloween time, but I'm also only looking for those cereals at Halloween time because I don't eat cereal much anymore. So it's possible, but I don't ever look for them until it's like September because that's when they start putting them out there.
Damn, I'm boring compared to you.
Well, I don't eat cereal at all. It's once a year.
Fruit Brute. I'm like granola cereal, and you've got all these Universal Studios monster cereals.
Yeah, well, that's just once a year, and I forgot this year, so I don't. I like those kind of cereals that you're talking about. I did almost die from cereal, and my wife saved my life with the Heimlich maneuver.
Oh.
What is there's a flaky cereal that's covered with like yogurt. Supposedly, it's like candied yogurt. What's it called? It's flakes, and it's got like yogurt covered something in it, and it doesn't taste like yogurt. It's really candy, but there was I don't like a lot of milk in my cereal because I don't want it to be soggy, so it's like kind of dryish, and a flake got lodged in my throat and I couldn't breathe. This is about 25 years ago. This is probably right when I was making that collector showcase show, and I couldn't breathe. And I started pounding on the kitchen counter as hard as I could. It was like 9 p.m, and she comes down, and I'm like, because I couldn't breathe at all. And she came around and gave me the Heineken maneuver, and the flake popped out of my mouth, and I could breathe again.
It's like a scene from a movie.
Would that be the most embarrassing way to die? He choked on a cornflake. Give me a break. What? Oh my gosh! I'm so glad she saved me.
That's funny. It's funny now. I'm sure it wasn't.
Mhm.
It wasn't funny then.
I was scared. I was scared. Yeah, Fruit Brute. They're all. I think they're all only. No, I've seen them at Giant, but Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy were available at Target. I see them at Giant and Target. Um, let me just see. We missed a lot of things. So as I was telling you about my cereals, I like chocolate. Yesterday's show with Omar and Ryley was great from Joe
Thank you.
Gibb.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw you on there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had asked Omar. Well, this is what the conversation was. I said, "Hey, Omar, I'm doing this show. You can be on it if you want. Let me know, but I'm going to do it without you if you don't." But I was like, if you want to do it, it's going to be great. If you don't want to do it, whatever. And then he was like, yeah, let's do it. And I think that we did a good job of kind of answering a lot of people's questions about the current situation with like why things sell out so quick. And it's funny because like watching, number one, I am very surprised by how well that show has been doing. Like looking at my YouTube studio dashboard daily, that's an hour-long live show, and it already has 3,200 views.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and 300 thumbs up. Someone commented during the live show, like, for a channel that has like 10,000 subscribers, you have a ton of viewers watching this. So I think it did really well and is answering a lot of people's questions about the situation. So if anyone watching now didn't happen to watch yesterday, that is on my channel on the Omnibus Collector. Kind of us talking about the situation of, everything keeps selling out so quickly. Omar gives a little bit of a rundown about the situation and how it started back last year, towards the end of 2019, and how the things that were happening overseas created this domino effect that led towards what we're experiencing now. And then I gave some information about the retail side of stuff and how things that happened with specific retailers have kind of created this new, I don't want to say culture, but this new situation where things are just gone within like 30 minutes. But the main thing to keep in mind is it's something that hopefully is going to change, because as time goes forward and retailers have understood where the demand is a little bit better, order numbers have gone up, printing sizes have gone up, and it's something that we mentioned yesterday. The book that's really going to be telling is New Mutants Omnibus Volume 1. That's going to tell us a lot about whether they've increased printing numbers enough, or if the demand is even further than they believed it was. So we'll see what happens with New Mutants. So that's really exciting. That's a book that like everyone is really excited about also. So it's something that is going to sell really well regardless. Also, a lot of people were commenting. I had several, and this is something, I don't know if I call it a pet peeve, but if I'm making a video or I've produced a video that's very like me answering a topic or a question, and people start telling me what their answer is to that, or what they believe the answer is before they've watched the video, I'm like, watch the damn video, dude. So, there's people coming out who like didn't watch the video and they just comment like on one of my social media posts about it or whatever, and just say like it's because of the scalpers, and I'm like, it's not because of the scalpers. And that's a topic that Jess said he wants us to talk about at some point, is talking about scalpers, talking about flippers, talking about if there is money to be had in that type of game, and all that stuff, which is not usually something I get involved in. So Jess might need to do that on a show that I'm not in.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I'll
save that for Gabe on Sunday.
Gabe has a much better handle on that stuff, having worked in a retail store, working at Torpedo and stuff. He definitely has more. And then that both of you guys do have slabbed books, CGC created books, because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
That is where the money is right there. That's like making stock investments and stuff with those CGC books, because what you see certain things happen, like as soon as the Invincible trailer dropped and prices on Invincible #1 went up. That was like, it was Gabe's birthday. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for the Joe Chip for mentioning the video yesterday. I'm really proud of it. I'm hoping to do more stuff like that, more live streams, just talk about certain topics. Christmas is around the corner, Jess.
Yes, I noticed that.
We're already like halfway through November. It's the 12th. We're almost halfway through. That's scary.
Good grief.
It's crazy. And I mentioned this earlier on Facebook, but if you're planning on buying gifts for people on the internet, I would do it now and not the beginning or the middle of December, because you do not want to be a victim of something getting lost in transit. You do not want to be that person who is waiting 6 weeks for your thing to be shipped, because we all know that the Postal Service has been slower this year with the huge amount of people that are ordering online for everything and anything, more so than previous years. It's already slower. It's going to get even slower during the holidays. And those people put backbreaking work in every single day to try and deliver everything on time. But there are things that will fall through the cracks. It's inevitable. So I'm saying to everyone now, do not wait. If you're trying to order, especially from places like not Amazon, because Amazon has their own couriers. They have their own trucks that can deliver stuff.
Yeah.
If you're ordering from anyone like IST, CGN, Barnes & Noble, if you're ordering books and stuff like that, do it early. Definitely do it early.
Francisco Guzman, can you post the link? I want to watch that video. Can you, I'm sorry, that was a few minutes ago. Which video is that you want the link to?
I'm betting he's talking about mine.
Oh, and I'm thinking he's talking about mine.
Well, we can both post links. Can I post a link in the...
That's not clear to me.
Let me see if I can... All right. I'm going to see if I can't do that for you, my good sir. Let's see if that works. I think it just posted the title, and that's it.
Why don't you send me the link in the OmniBros chat, and then I can post it.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Yo, yo, yo.
So what are we all wanting for Christmas this year?
I was asking about Ryley's video, but I'll watch your video too, Jess.
I've sent the link to Jess, but yeah, what are you asking Patty for Christmas?
That's a good question. What do I want for Christmas? Because it is going to be a lot different this year. It is going to be much quieter and smaller. We usually have another whole family over, and I don't think we're doing that this year because of COVID. I have developed a taste in the past 24 hours.
I know what you're gonna say.
For hot toys. These things are awesome. And there's so I think I'm gonna ask for one of these.
The Miles Morales one?
I don't think that's coming out to like 2022.
Oh.
This one was in stock. And there was an Iron Spider one that might be coming out in November. I'll have to look. I pre-ordered it. That's the one I'd rather have, is the Iron Spider, because I think Miles, you have to wait a couple years.
I just know that they put the pictures out, so I didn't. I'm not up on my hot toys. I don't have my toys are all those Marvel Legends. So
yeah, this is like a giant Marvel Legend, only it's got like 90 different pieces of articulation and stuff.
And it like you don't see the joints and stuff, right? Because it's got like a cloth on the outside, or
Yeah, it's all fabric.
it's interesting.
And he came with a really boss stand that looks like much better than the typical ones we're used to. This thing's really strong. And he came with several hands. Now I'm not going to be able to hold these up, but let me see if I can hold up a web shooting hand. This is a web shooting hand for him. Whoops, where'd you go? There it is. So web shooting hand, and there's a piece you can take off, and you stick another piece in, and that's where you insert the webs.
Man, you remember the collectibles that we were happy with before? Like,
yes.
I mean, you're completely on a different wavelength about that than I. Like, I'm thinking about Toy Biz, the 5 points of articulation Spider-Man figure.
5 points.
The Batman, when they did the movie figures from like Batman Returns, and it was just the same body but with like 50 different paint jobs over Batman. I had like Arctic camo Batman, a aqua camo Batman, a red I don't know what you'd be in red camo for, like in the
Mars.
Yeah, or a volcano or something. I had a golden Batman, a silver Batman, a purple Batman. There's so many Batmen. I had like so many Batmen, and it was the same exact figure, but like different colors. And that was what I was happy with, back when I was 3-4 years old. And then the Kenner original line of Star Wars figures where the lightsabers came out. Lightsabers came out of their hands and stuff. Darth Vader's cape was that weird, like it fit over his arms. Like anyone that had a cloak was the same type of thing.
Yeah.
And that was like the coolest shit. That was the coolest thing you could get. And now, like, freaking Hot Toys. You got things like, what is it, Mezco that does those.
Mezco's cool too.
They also have like the cloth and stuff on there. It's like never would have dreamed of this stuff. My dreams back in the day, this is crazy. My dreams back in the day was like, oh, they should make accessory packs for these figures, because if I get this guy, then I want him to also have all his gadgets that he can use. And now they do that. They have accessory packs.
Yeah.
It's almost like someone who grew up at that time, got older, and had the same ideas that I did, and now professionally working in this stuff.
Yeah, it's so funny that I just discovered Hot Toys the past 24 hours, and I've already made like 3 purchases and 2 pre-orders, and then what I want.
Where'd you get 2099 from? When did you get that one?
I got that last week. He was in stock and ready to go. I got that from Sideshow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it just come in, or did it come in last week?
That's a good question, because I hadn't paid attention to him at all, and I was just looking, and I saw him there, and I like Spidey 2099, and I said, that is really cool, and read about him, and it said it was in stock, and so it's shipped tomorrow, it said. So I just got it. But everything else is a pre-order that I want. So one of those should be a Christmas present.
That's cool. You have better answers about this stuff than I did. My answer for the cereal stuff was boring. My wife was like, give me your Christmas list. And I'm like, shit, I don't know. New headphones, an office chair, a footrest. And then I was like, because I'm thinking about getting a new computer for work. And I was like, if I do get a new work computer, maybe a second screen so I can dual monitor instead of switching between tabs.
Oh yeah.
It'd make
Yeah,
my job a lot faster. So yeah, I'm thinking about lame stuff like that, and then here's Jess like got some hot toys lined up.
If this conversation happened a week ago, I wouldn't have had anything. It's like I just discovered fire.
You too would have been asking for a footrest.
I put rest. I put Ryley's and Omar's video right here at the 8:46 mark. It's a YouTube address. So right here, the Omnibus Collectors Network, 8:46. It is a YouTube address, and that is what will take you to this interesting chat that Ryley had with Omar. Did you guys do it on? How did you do it? Did you do it on StreamYard?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I went to sign in for StreamYard today, and it said somebody was messing with your channel yesterday on 11/11, and we had to issue warnings. That's what I thought.
That was me. Yeah, because I was trying to log in, and I'm the only person apparently that doesn't have access because I never host the show. And I was sitting there in the chat like, can someone let me into this, please? Because it's like, where you have to do the double verification or whatever. So it's like you have the password, and it asks you, is this really you? So I can't even get into our email. So like I was trying to get into the email, but someone has to verify through their phone that someone is okay to get in. And of course it looks weird because if it's like, you in West Virginia or Gio in Puerto Rico or Gabe in Nevada, and then all of a sudden it pops up and sees that some rando in Texas is trying to log in, then yeah, it's going to get freaked out. And I'm happy for it because I've added double the double verification security type stuff on all my stuff. I was going to say after the issue with my channel getting stolen by the Russians, but honestly, I didn't learn my lesson from that point. And it wasn't until more recently when I had like my eBay hacked into, and I was like, all right, I'm adding double verification for everything. So now like everything, my phone freaks out and it's like, is it you? Yeah, it's me. Can you prove it? Yeah, here's my face. Technology's great.
Let's see. Here is oh yeah. Okay, somebody asked me what my orders were. Let's see if I can figure that out. The collector asked what my orders were. Let's see if I can figure out a way to share this properly without giving away my social security number. Who knows? Photos, sideshow. Okay, here's sideshow. Okay, let's see.
So you ordered a Batgirl?
Yeah. Batgirl, she's not coming in till the end of the year next year. I got Batgirl because she looked cool. Spider-Man, the Iron Spider armor. I am a sucker for those arms. The Iron Spider stuff I just think is so cool. Let's see, and there's what I got today. And Harvesting Hell on Wheels is what is coming at some point. And let's see. And here's Miles Morales. Did I do that right? Yeah, there's Miles Morales. I got that on Big Bad Toy Store.
And that's the one that's not until like next year or whatever.
March 2022.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if you want to, you can pay it off in installments and only pay like $10 a month for waiting until that.
They do have that at Sideshow, but not Big Bad Toy Store. So if you want to do that, then Sideshow's where you should be doing it. They'll let you pay in installments at Sideshow.
I don't have the room for I don't have the room for those things.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to find the room to put anything in here.
Taylor Blunt is sending me messages that at 9 p.m. Walmart is dropping the PS5. I'm not going to do that.
I can't pull myself to buy the console yet. And just looking at what's coming out soon and around the corner, there's nothing that has me like, I need this now. So I'm very happy waiting until even next holiday.
Yeah.
Because I don't want what will basically happen. I can see happening is like if I was to buy it and have it today, which I very well could have, then I would plug it in, I'd play it, and I'd play like the new Spider-Man game, the Miles Morales one. I'd get that one, and then I'd beat that, and then it would turn into a glorified Netflix box until whatever. Because there's not really another game that's coming out right now that I care about getting. So for me, I'm like, I'm just going to save that. I'm going to save the money on the system, and I'm just going to buy the Spider-Man on PS4. I'm happy with it there. And then next year, hopefully there's some more bigger titles for the next gen that really suck me in. But it's not like for the Switch, for instance, when the Switch dropped, I was like, all right, I got to get that because I know there are games I need to buy like right when it comes out. So I got like Zelda right when it came out, and then a few months later, it was like, I don't even remember when, but like Mario Odyssey came out and Super Smash Brothers came out. And it's just like all these titles where I'm like, those are must-haves for me. So for me personally, it doesn't make sense to grab the new console. I also kind of want to wait and see like if there's bugs and stuff, if they fix those, and you have another release down the line that's not, doesn't have issues and stuff like that.
I've never been an early adopter, and I don't think now is the time for me to start. As I said, I have 5 games still that I haven't even opened for my PlayStation 4. I'm not going to get an Xbox this time because I liked it. I liked the games I played, but I barely even watch television anymore. It's harder and harder to get me to do anything but read. So I don't need the Xbox and the Switch and the PS5. So I'm just going to go PS5, and I'm going to do exactly what you're doing. Wait till the bugs are worked out, comes down $100 in price, 50 new titles.
Yeah.
Maybe by then I will have finished Star Wars Fallen Order or whatever it was last Christmas that I got and didn't play.
I think I'm almost done with that one. But yeah, that's one of mine. I think I probably have like 15 PS4 games that I haven't played.
15? Whoa, that kicks my ass.
And then if I'm being generous, maybe like 30 Switch games I haven't played. So I've got hours of entertainment that I should be. And that's just on those 2 consoles. I still have a bunch of like older games for like the the Wii and the GameCube that I haven't touched.
Yeah.
From generations past. But it that's how it is. It's hard to have more than one hobby. Like there's just never enough time. It's hard because I'll get like this is what happens. When I was playing the Star Wars game, for instance, I just wanted to play that. That was all. With any free time that I had, I just wanted to play Star Wars. And then I fell so far behind on my reading, and I was like, oh shit, I got to do my reading. So I get into my reading, and I keep reading and reading and reading. I get more caught up on my reading, and then I'm like, well, now I don't even feel like playing Star Wars anymore. Like I'm out of the mood for that. And then like there are points where I'm like, well, I want to watch a show. And so then if there's a show, if my wife and I start watching something, forget about it, because then we're just We binge that shit, and we're on that for a while, and then the same thing happens where I'm like, shit, now I'm behind on my reading again. So I have to read like, you know, another 100 issues and try and get caught up, and it's hard. It's really hard to balance hobbies, and at some point maybe I'll be smart and just tell myself like not to buy a game unless I know that I have time for it. But I'm not smart. I am very much dumb. I will spend a lot of money on things that I will never touch. So, you know, it is what it is.
Well, and I got Fallen Order because I thought my daughter was coming over every week to play it with me, and then COVID hit, and she doesn't come over very much. So, and I'm not a big player. I mean, I'm playing Animal Crossing by myself, but it's still more fun if I have her on the phone and we're designing things together, because that's the phase of the game I'm into now. I own everything. I just need to build some things. But I still haven't finished Red Dead Redemption 2, and
we did finish that one. That was my wife's. Yeah, my wife has a few games every year that she's like really intent on, and those we finish. And that was one of them. She was like, I need to have Red Dead right when it comes out. I'm going to get it. We're going to play it. And she played the shit out of that game. And then I went in there and I fucked it all up. Because you know it's on the honor system, and like you know you get you're a good guy or a bad guy, and I was treating it like it was Grand Theft Auto, where you just, you know, fuck around and do whatever you want. And so I have a jolly time in Grand Theft Auto, I'll tell you that much. So I try to do the same thing in Red Dead. And the thing about Red Dead is once you go bad, everyone treats you like you are Satan himself. And like you go into a town and they're like, that fucking guy right there. And they like start calling the cops on you immediately. Like the police come and the sheriff comes, and you have no choice. Like they're up, this has got a bounty on this guy's head. He's got to go. And so like I was frustrated because I was just, you know, at some point I was like, all right, I fucked your game up. I'm not going to fuck with it anymore. I'm just going to be a good guy. So I'm trying to find stuff and like make clothes. And I did. I found like the animals, and I'm killing like the legendary or whatever they call it, the different animals. And I'm trying to go to the trapper so he can make me the clothes because I wanted to look really cool or stupid, one or the other. And I'm going to towns and doing this stuff, and I go into town minding my own damn business, and then people call the freaking sheriff on me. I didn't do anything. And another time...
Is there any way to get yourself back up?
You can... But once you go that far down, it's so hard. It's so hard to do it. And I don't remember exactly all the stuff. It's like doing missions and helping people and stuff like that, like saving people. But one of the things that pissed me off was I went into a town and I went to a store. I think it was like an actual clothing store, not the trapper. And I was trying to buy a suit because I just wanted to look nice. And so I wanted to buy a suit. And I accidentally went there like an hour before they opened. And I pulled the doorknob. And when you pulled the doorknob, someone thought I was trying to break in. And I was like, "Are you kidding? What do you mean I'm trying to break?" And they like they chased after me, and I had a wanted level, and I like had to run away. But this is how I fucked it up. This is how I fucked everything up in the first place. I wanted to kill some people, so I went to I was exploring because my wife played the game. I didn't play much of the game itself. And I was exploring, and there's like a military base, and I didn't know what it was because she played the game. And so it's just, you know, this big walled off area. And I'm like, oh shit, the Alamo. And so I'm like trying to get in there, and I can't get in. There's no door because the mission in the game, you like sneak in and they close it off, I guess, after that. So you cannot get into this fort. I didn't know that. And so I'm just walking around the fort trying to figure out where the entrance is. And they see me, and I'm a bad guy because, you know, whatever. And they start shooting at me. So I'm pissed. I'm like, fuck this. And so I pull a gun and I kill every single military guy that pops out. And she's like, you can't kill them all. And I'm like, I'm pissed. I'm going to kill them all because they're fucking with me for no reason. And she's like, you can't. Like they auto spawn. There is an unlimited number of those people in this fort. And I was like, bet. So I sat there and I killed them all. She was like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "No, they're gone. There's no one there." I walked around multiple times. There was nobody left. And she's like, "How did you kill everyone?" And I was like, "Because I'm pissed. And I still can't go inside the fort. Fuck this game." And at that point, I ruined her honor. Like that, I killed hundreds of military guys. Her honor was like literally, I am the worst person in this world at this point.
Did she have to start over?
No, she'd already beaten the game, so she was like,
Oh.
she was upset, but it wasn't to the like I ruined the game at this point, but she's already beaten it. So like she's upset. She's like, "God damn it, Ryley, you ruined the game." But I was like, "Well, you beat it already. Like, so what?" I mean, what? And then I realized, yeah, I ruined the game because then I had all the stupid run-ins with the people calling the cops on me. And yeah, so it's not a good idea to kill hundreds of military professionals in this game. It's very much not like Grand Theft Auto where you can do whatever you want, kill all the people you want. So
I will keep that in mind.
I learned my lesson that day, and one day maybe I'll restart that game and we can do it better.
Asian Johnny Depp, I did see that new tweeter head Catwoman. It looks exactly like Michelle Pfeiffer. If only I liked that movie, I would get it. That was not my favorite Batman movie. As much as I love Batman '89, that one, I just didn't dig it. She was cool, but I don't know. She looks cool though. That's definitely a really cool statue. Let's see. Well, this is probably a good time just before we take any more questions or anything. Is to talk about InStockTrades.com. We can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. At the end of the month, IST is kind enough to give us a gift card, an OmniBros Live branded gift card worth $50, available to anybody on the entire planet Earth. You just have to pay for shipping. And we give that away at the end of the month. And $50 or more in an order in the United States gets you free shipping. That is amazing. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Ryley will definitely be a Sith Lord. Ryley, what would your Darth name be?
Darth Fry. I don't know why my nieces and nephews decided to call me Fry Guy, and that has become my nickname. So now everyone they call me Fry. Like my nephew texted me today. He's like, "Hey Fry, got some stuff. Can you tell me something?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, and so I like sign I sign birthday cards Fry and stuff now. So probably that Darth Fry.
Ryley.
Fry Guy.
Let's see. Well, I'm not seeing a whole lot of questions. From Hugo Villanueva, just check out Young Rich Toys Miles Morales. I don't know what Young Rich Toys is, but I'll look it up. Young Rich Toys Miles Morales. I will definitely look it up. Something Wong, whatever happened to your toy segment? Is that my toy segment on
my toy segment?
Or does Ryley have a toy segment?
I think I mentioned I did one show on my channel where it was a haul video where I showed my haul of some of my toys that I had gotten. And I didn't follow that up with anything. I just told people let me know if you like that and I can come back to it. But I've been having trouble staying on schedule and even producing the 2 videos a week that I'd like to because of work and stuff. So I would like to come back to it and start doing that again and show like, you know, the new things that I picked. But I haven't really gotten any new toys since then. I would like to, I've talked about it before and I talked to him about it as well, but I'd like to have my brother-in-law join here or join on my channel and talk about toys with us. Because he has a lot of stuff. He's got like this he has with toys.
Wow.
But he's trying to slim down on that. He collects a lot of like wrestling figures, and he's been like selling a bunch of those because he's like, it's like 15 of the same character, so I don't really need that. So he's getting rid of like most of his Ric Flairs and stuff, basically. Yeah.
The Omnibus Collector and Omnidog. Do either of you use special reading chairs or recliners?
Well, that was my Christmas list with the office chair and the footrest. This is my chair that I'm obviously sitting in right now. It's a cheap like folding chair with a cloth around it from Target. I don't remember how much it was, but it folds up so that if I need to have more space, it'd be nice if it would actually fold when I'm talking about the folding feature. Yeah, I can fold that up and just take it with me wherever in the house. But my
work from with your computer? Chair?
Yeah, I work from this chair.
Oh yeah, you need a new chair.
It's not optimal. And then my footrest is even better. And by better I mean worse. This is let me see if I can get a good angle. It's a box. And there's a pillow on top of it with a blanket draped over it that I've tucked in at the bottom. So that's what I've been chilling on all night. And that's what I work from. And then I have my lap pillow.
Oh yeah.
And this is like my grandpa's lap pillow. I got that when he passed, and they were like, "Do you want any of Grandpa's stuff?" And I was like, "I'll take the lap pillow." And so I just sit here, and that's what my computer sees. I just answer emails all day.
I have a lazy boy that is the most comfortable chair on planet Earth, and that is what I usually read in. Since my wife retired, there's been a little back and forth, push and shove, pull and tug, because it's right in the fun room where the TV is and the games and the fireplace is there for this winter, and that's right where my chair is. And so if she wants to watch something, I'll just say, okay, I'll go to the basement. I'm sure there's comfy chairs there. There is nothing as comfortable as that Lazy Boy recliner. Oh my goodness, that thing is like a big hug. It loves me, and I just love reading in that thing. So
I also will put my tablet on this little little side table thing. It's like a folding table that I have, so I just pull the table here, so I watch TV from my tablet.
Oh, smart.
So it's a good situation. I have a desk in front of me, but this chair is too low for the desk, so I can't really use the desk. It's just kind of there. This is my really exciting explanation of stuff. I don't have a damn lazy boy. I have a freaking folding chair. I wish I had room for one. That'd be cool.
Do you know the release date on New Mutants Omni?
I can pull up Diamond and find out.
Okay.
You just give me two seconds.
Make Havoc. Right on, Make Havoc. How you doing, buddy?
If you give me 2 seconds. Search New Mutants Omnibus.
Oh, it's Gabriel. please tell me every Thursday we're going to get your collectibles corner show. Yep, every Thursday is going to be Throwback Thursday. And some of them are interesting, like the breakfast cereal one, and the others will be funny for you to watch me struggle to make the collector and the collectible interesting, because I wanted to make everybody feel they were interesting and their collectible was interesting. I really struggled on some of them, so you'll be able to tell. Some of them are fun. There's comic books and there's antique toys and stuff like that. But then some of them are wow. They are really, really hard.
So we got
appreciate that, Trig.
Diamond tells us that we get both covers of the New Mutants Omnibus Volume 1, 12/9. So that is the second week of December. And this is collecting a little more than the first half of Claremont's run on the New Mutants. We get Marvel graphic novel number 4. That's kind of the beginning of the run. The first 34 issues, the first annual, and then some other material. Marvel Team Up number 100 and 149, and annual number 6. Uncanny X-Men numbers 160, 167, 180, 189, 192, and Magic 1 through 4.
Yay!
So a good amount of material in that book. That is 1,272 amazing pages. We get a lot of awesome Bill Sienkiewicz artwork in there. I believe that has the Demon Bear saga and maybe also the Legion, the original Legion saga as well as in there. And then the second volume, whenever that happens, is going to have the latter half, and I would imagine that it probably also has like the crossover with the New Mutant Special and annual number, whichever one it was from Uncanny X-Men, and that's going to have all the Steve Leialoha artwork. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, this is going to be big. This is going to be a big release.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can tell numbers and stuff just yet, but yeah, it's going to be a big one. 2 covers. There's one with Bob McLeod's cover to the original issue, and then the one that I'm going to be knocking on wood that I can ascertain is that Sienkiewicz cover. That's a beauty.
Yeah, I lost my New Mutants Classics trade paperbacks in the flood, and I have been waiting for these books to come out, these Omnis. So I really wanted these to come out.
It's a good time to be an X fan.
I think you're right.
Get the reprints of 1 through 3. We get volume 4 reprints of the Claremont and Lee Omnis. We got Inferno, Excalibur, New Mutants, Wolverine reprint, Wolverine volume 2 coming up now. It's quite the time.
I never thought, I don't know why, but I just never thought, well, Marvel wasn't paying attention until Omar, they started talking to Omar, because if it wasn't for Omar, I don't think Inferno would have ever gotten reprinted.
No, I don't think so.
I just think it had dropped off their radar. Omar Reyes, is there room enough on your shelves in front of your books to place a 6th scale statue? That is an excellent question, and the answer is no. I don't know where I'm going to put these. I do think I may have to rejigger the glass cases I have out in the other room, and that may be where I put these figures, in one of those IKEA glass cases, because I can barely fit a regular Marvel Legend in front of my books now that I've doubled up. And tomorrow at 7 o'clock, plug on my show, Taylor Brown and I are going to go over how to not cull your books, but how to shoot, what's the word that I'm looking for? How to Well, I'm good at the advertising. How to go through and make decisions and get rid of stuff and keep the stuff you want. There's a word I'm looking for, and I'll remember it by the time I have to make my thumbnail. But the whole video is going to be on how to organize your collection into a way that is aesthetically pleasing and stuff you're going to keep. If you're not going to read it, get rid of it. Let's see, is Taylor curate? Thank you.
I'm sitting here trying to think of the word myself. I'm like, damn, I feel stupid too.
Headman 40 also got it. And hip hop happened. Yes, the whole show is going to be on curating your collection. Yes. So this is a good time for us to sign off. We talked about InStockTrades. We had a really good chat tonight. A lot of good people in the chat. A lot of fun. A lot of excellent questions. And streamline and purge are also good words. But yeah, curate was what I was looking for. And here's an answer that somebody asked a question to. Super Simi, War of the Realms restock is coming sometime next year. Infinity Gauntlet hasn't been announced yet.
I'm sure Infinity Gauntlet will happen as well.
This is directed right at me. First rule to curate your collection is remember what you bought. And I will be going over apps that will help you remember. Because, yeah, I suck at that. So, Ryley, anything you'd like to plug about the Omnibus Collector and your page? Where can they find you?
My channel is the Omnibus Collector, of course, and I am frighteningly close to 10,000 subscribers.
Wow, nice.
My current count is 9855. So this is, as they say, the final countdown. The reason I say frighteningly is because I told myself that I was going to have a logo created by this time so that when I hit 10,000, I could put shirts out. And I'm 150 away. I'm probably going to hit a 10,000 in the next 5 days. And I don't have anything prepped for that. So, oops. But anyway, yeah, go on there, check out my videos, sub if you haven't already. I know most of y'all who watch us here probably have, and I thank you for that. You're all beautiful people. But if you haven't, go ahead over there, sub. If you haven't watched the video with me and Omar talking about what's going on with everything, why everything sells out so quickly, definitely check that out. It is an hour long. Hit that 1.5 speed so you can get through it a little bit quicker. But give it a watch. There's a lot of cool information in there, and we have a great time talking. Other videos, I'm working on getting back on schedule, back on track. Releasing more stuff, just different topics, help reading orders, collecting orders, and stuff like that. And then, of course, Facebook, the Omnibus Collectors Comic Swap and Community. You can find me on there with Jess. We are admins on that page, and a lot of other great people. Just keep in mind you might be waiting a little bit in line to get let in. I don't know how far behind we are on that right now. So that's me.
Do you have a source that you're going to go to for the logo?
Nope.
Is there any part of you that wants to have a contest from viewers who have degrees in graphic design that are interested in submitting them to you?
Yeah, if anyone wants to submit, I can take, things if people want to create stuff, and I can even put designs up, we can talk about that stuff. I really haven't, that's one of the reasons I haven't reached out to anyone is because I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I think about. I don't know if I want to do multiple things, if I want to put things up, and if I put something up, like, where do I compensate? You know, I don't know. It's a big question mark for me. But yeah, I would love to have the merchandise out there to you know, help myself grow, if I'm being honest, and then help people to support me and all that stuff. So hopefully, yeah, if anyone wants to reach out, if you have me on Facebook, then message me. If you don't, message me and I'll maybe see it.
So, Mr. Awesome, that's a yes. Go for it. If you include this wrestler young lady, submit that to me. I'd be more likely to use that in my logo. Omni wrestler chick. I can't remember her name. She's extremely attractive. You can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault, on YouTube, and on Instagram, Omnidogs_Vault. Tomorrow we're doing a curate video at 7, and I believe at 4 o'clock tomorrow, I just realized Tilar Blunt and I are going to have an Action Figure Friday. We're not going to review anything. We're just going to talk about action figures tomorrow at 4, and then curate at 7. So peace and love, peace and love. Thank you all. Thank you to IST. Thank you to the chat. And thank you to everybody watching this afterwards. And we appreciate it. Always appreciate people watching the show, submitting questions, and making this a real chill time, man. This was perfect for us. So peace and love, peace and love. We love you guys. Good night.